So, we have ourselves another NBA trade, and this one is between the Houston Rockets and the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bucks are getting PJ Tucker, so very exciting for them. So, the full trade details. Houston is trading PJ Tucker, Rodion Kurucs, and the Bucks' 2020 first-round pick back to Milwaukee for DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson, and 2023 protected first-round pick. Houston also gets the right to swap its 2021 second-round pick for Milwaukee's first-round pick unless it falls 1-9. So those are the full trade details from Woj. I think this is a pretty interesting trade. The Bucks needed to make a move, and they've made their move. Also, Milwaukee's trading Torrey Craig to Phoenix also in this deal. So a lot of pieces going on, but I think the most important thing is PJ Tucker to Milwaukee, and I'm going to talk about that. But first, if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more NBA content. But talking about PJ Tucker on Milwaukee, I did a whole PJ Tucker video a bit earlier, but I really like this move basketball-wise. Asset-wise, I don't know. They gave up a first and a young player in DJ Wilson and then DJ Augustine, who's pretty inconsistent. But fit-wise, PJ Tucker can play the 3, the 4, the 5. Ideally, this lets them play Giannis at center and Tucker at the 4, along with Middleton, Holiday, and DiVincenzo. They didn't give up any of those guys. They didn't give up Pat Connaughton. They didn't give up Brook Lopez. So that's probably their top 7 now, unless I'm just totally forgetting someone. But that's a pretty good top 7, and a top 7 that can contend in the East, with the Nets looking really good and the Heat going on a run and the Sixers being great. So I really like that, especially as a closing lineup with Giannis at center, where he can be more of a screen setter, more of a rim runner, more of a lob catcher, get more easy baskets inside and just dominate inside like he might have to against a team like the Nets. PJ Tucker can definitely provide spacing. He's one of the best corner three-point shooters in the NBA. This year he wasn't so great, but he has the pedigree. He is older, but he brings a lot of experience and toughness, and PJ Tucker is not a guy you want to mess with from an outside perspective. He seems like a pretty tough guy. He's a very tough defender, can guard centers, can also guard wings, and that's going to be really helpful for the Bucks. They've been trying to switch a little bit more, and Tucker can do that to an extent, so that will be very helpful for them and really help them out defensively. And then think about defensively, that lineup I threw out of DiVincenzo, Holiday, Middleton, Giannis, Tucker. Those are 4 above-average defenders, a Defensive Player of the Year player, Drew Holiday, who is an all-defensive caliber player, Middleton and DiVincenzo, who are both above-average defenders, and Tucker, who I'm going to say is probably an above-average defender, maybe just average as he ages, but certainly has the potential to be really good defensively. So that's a huge win for the Bucks on both ends of the floor, especially defensively and offensively, providing spacing as a consistent three-point shooter. Something they definitely need, a shooter who can also defend. So I really like this move for the Bucks in getting PJ Tucker. So they also got Rodion Kurucs, who I don't really know. I haven't watched too much of him, but I think he's like a shooter who could maybe be a bit of a bench piece for them, but I don't think he's going to be in their lineup in terms of crunch time or when it really matters in the playoffs. In terms of what they're giving up, DJ Wilson is a young piece that the Rockets might want to consider keeping for the future. Can shoot it a bit, can attack the rim. Maybe he turns out to be something, maybe he doesn't. I'd say probably he's a good role player going forwards. But what the Bucks need to win now, so young players don't really matter too much to them, because you have Giannis, you have to go all in, and this is what this is signifying to me. Tucker is like 35 and he's on an expiring deal. Will they re-sign him? That's interesting. He obviously wanted a contract extension in Houston, so it'd be interesting to see if the Bucks are going to give it to him, or they'll probably just wait till the end of the season and then just see how well he does, see what other free agents are available, that sort of thing. But this trade seems like it's mostly for this year, where the Bucks think they have a chance to contend, and I would agree. I think they definitely do, especially with this move. Losing DJ Augustine, sometimes he can be a good backup point guard off the bench. Sometimes he is just not a good defender, a defensive liability, and I didn't see him being out there in crunch time just because, it's tough when you're 5'11" and not a great defender. So they lose him. That's just to make the money work for Houston. They'll probably just, I don't know how long his contract is, but he's not going to be a part of their future. That's for sure. And then the pick, they're giving up. The big thing is they're swapping 22 and 23. That doesn't really matter to the Bucks, I don't think. I think they plan on being good in 2023. And then the pick swap this year, a second-round pick from Milwaukee's first. If you think of the Rockets' second-round pick, it's going to be like 34th, 33rd, and the Bucks' first-round pick is going to be like in the 20s, maybe 26. So that's not a big deal. I think the players in that range are pretty similar, and I think it's definitely worth it for the Bucks to get PJ Tucker. And for the Rockets, you get to move up a bit in this year's draft, and then they're maybe banking on Milwaukee not being great in 2023. Maybe Giannis leaves. I don't really know. And then PJ Tucker was unhappy. They wanted to trade him to a contender, and the Bucks certainly are that. So good move for the Rockets as a rebuilding team, and I really like this move for the Bucks getting PJ Tucker. And then as for Torrey Craig to Phoenix, I don't really have too many thoughts on this. Maybe he could be a good bench piece for them and help them defensively. I don't really know. It's Torrey Craig. I don't think it's going to swing the championship in any way, but that's all I got for you. Just another tweet from Woj. The Bucks expect a rejuvenated Tucker and a contract year to help make a run in the East. Yeah, that's pretty much their thinking. So we'll see what happens. I think this is a good move for the Bucks, and it definitely helps them. But anyways, that's the end of this video, guys. Like and subscribe for more NBA content, and I'll see you guys next time.